back again. So now my family's just keeps going back and forth. It's like ex to the family. And they all work together. Now I got a Wells Fargo account. And I got a CD. So now my family is trying to get at my CD. It's not that much money in there. And they're going, I mean, they can't get the whole amount out of there because it's going to take about 25 years for them to mature to the amount that's in there. So every year it gets $100. So it's not even at what I paid in. And, can't get that out like that. Even I tried. I was gonna just, take the money back out, but nope. You get a small amount every year that it matures. You don't take it out, and that small amount stays in there. And it's probably gonna come with a fake birth certificate there, so I think they try to do that, but it ain't gonna go. Anyway, I guess just trying to keep me where I'm at and attack every account. If I try to open an account somewhere, they're gonna monitor that and take that money out of there. But I know I'm protected. I know my ancestors. I know that my God, Jesus, is protecting everything. Because they've been watching me for a very long time. But this ain't start until like 2020. No, I think, yeah, 2020 when I had stocks and the whole $15,000 came out. And it was from the ex that did it because she wasn't my ex then. She was married and they needed $4,000 for a car. And I was like, I'm not giving you that. I tried to give them $2,000, but they was greedy. So for me to do it, I went into my stock for distribution and took out $2,000. Got it, and then I went to what's the name? And UPS, I think it was Western Union, and I sent it to him that way. But since she was a witch and she was able to come into my energy after travel, she heard everything. And then in April, I think it was March I did it, in April, gone. And I got a note in the mail like the next month saying that you distributed this money from a sister, from a family member, that I put in their name for them to do it. And I was like, no, I did not do that because that means I don't like. I put it in something. They took it out of somebody else's name that I had it in because they went on the computer and did it like that. That's it. And then I heard a voice, I think my sister that passed, that said to me, she didn't do it. That witch, she changed everything. And my sister had passed, so it must have, maybe 2021 it happened because my sister Nancy, she passed in 2020. And I think it was June she passed, 2020. And she was a clairaudient. She can hear really, really well, in the spirit. And I heard her voice. It was like I knew it was her. Unless it was my great grandmother. But anyway, she was like, it was not her. She didn't do it. Yeah, I forget who it was. So now my family, the quote, this family is trying to get to CD now, and trying to make sure I don't become financially really, really good. So I guess that's the reason I gotta do this video and say this. But they're trying. They don't get that. They don't get a lot. And you're like, well, I don't have a car to go out there to where it is, to the bank where it's at. And there's no Wells Fargo where I'm at. It was, but they closed it down. So I gotta find another way to get there. So therefore, I can maybe get that out of there before they do it. They ain't gonna get the amount that's in there. They don't do it like that. So well, I gotta tell you this. For any CD, don't pay a lot of money in no CD. It take too long to get it to where you want what you put in. And I said, I never do a CD again. God bless, and you gotta keep on telling my truth. Because if I don't, nobody ain't gonna believe me. And God want me to do it anyway. And they really don't want me to talk about this stuff. They want me to shut up, but I'm not going to. And they can come in my energy, hover around me, and I might not see them, but I feel them. And they be all in my head, trying to mess me up, trying to make me fall asleep. You know, they do that sleep paralysis. And you feel sleepy and all. And it's like, you don't want to go to sleep. I mean, you didn't eat nothing. You ain't nothing that will cause you to go to sleep. There's a certain time of the night you go to sleep, and it's like, it's not even that time. You're wide awake. And you just feel like going to sleep. It's not you. It's somebody's projecting that to you. Or they in your energy, around your ears, basically saying that in your ears, projecting it, so therefore you'll go to sleep so they can get you in your dream state and start messing around with your dream state, try to kill yourself, trying to make you thinking that you're dying in your dream state. So in the physical, you basically, you kind of like you thinking that you're dying, and you can actually start doing that. But if you're strong, a strong spirited person, in the spirit too, as well in the physical, it's not going to happen. But also, Jesus protects me when I'm sleeping. Because that Psalms 91, that's a powerful prayer. And make sure you say that every night before you go to sleep. Because that's a protection. When you know, but you say that. You read it, you memorize it, that's good too. And I know my enemies hate me. They can't they can't see in my dream state. They can't see in my energy anymore. Access denied. All right, people. Peace.